Oh, hold up. What's up, everybody? We are live back with another J.A.J Podcast. And here today, ranking every movie that we watched in December. I've seen pretty much double of what he's seen, which yeah. So it's gonna be a weird list, but yeah. This is our last episode of the year. It'll probably be up next year. Episode 13 be the end of next month. So yeah. I'm just gonna start at my number 40, and you can talk about it if you want as well.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, well, I had this at number 40 because I didn't know where to put it, but I know what to rate it. It was The Crucifixion. It's not the worst, but I don't know where to put it because I don't know. But I still gave this a 7 out of 10. What are your thoughts on this?
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it. I'm like, wow, he actually made it good. Especially like the farewell
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the death of this minion phase, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was pretty emotional. Like dark.
Mm.
So I was kind of a big fan.
Yeah. Okay, now my serious Spider movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, this is for sure the worst movie I've seen all year. Probably not the worst movie of all time. Amazing Bulk probably takes that. But man, this is pretty bad on that scale. Like, it's a 1 out of 10. It's literal garbage, like the worst we can get for a Spider-Man 2. Any Amazing Spider-Man 2 is just garbage. I don't know. Like, yeah.
It is. I hate that movie, actually.
1 out of 10. Okay. And then we have The Amazing Spider-Man 1, which is slightly less worse, but still like terrible. I hated this movie. I don't hate Andrew Garfield, but I don't think he suits the Spider-Man character. Although he was good in No Way Home.
You just spoiled it. You didn't even say spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Whatever. Fuck off. I don't care at this point. Everybody knows he's literally like that movie's been spoiled to death. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. 2 out of 10. Like, I don't know. It's just a crap movie. What do you think of those movies?
I mean, I hate the second one. I don't mind the first one I don't hate it as much as most people do because, like, I just think it's boring. But the second one's just crazy. You know, it's got one of the best suits in it, actually, though.
Yeah.
The best part of Amazing Spider-Man 2 is his actual Spider-Man suit.
Mm.
And the whole opening scene of him swinging or whatever. It's well done, but then everything else is like terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. At number 37, we have A Good Way to Die Hard, the 5th Die Hard movie, which sucks shit.
I haven't watched that, and I never will.
Yeah, that's all we can say. 2 out of 10. The only good thing is just seeing Bruce Willis again, but he's old as shit, and he sucks in this movie anyway. So yeah. At number 36, we have Soul Surfer. This movie's so boring. It's just so lame. I didn't care about this movie. Watched it twice at school, and only at school, so fuck this movie. Soul Surfer. Remember that one? And the chick gets bitten by a shark. We watched it in movies, didn't we? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. 5 out of 10. It's not terrible, like I said, but it's, I don't know, I wouldn't watch this again. And yeah, okay, so 35, we have The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's okay. The ending is fucking sad. I'm not gonna say what happens. Have you seen this movie?
Wait, sorry, which one?
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Yeah, I know what happened.
The ending's so sad, hey?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the whole movie, so I didn't really get the full effect, but it's pretty sad.
Yeah. Anyway. 6 out of 10. Number 34, Apocalypto. Bought this movie for my dad. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really have much to say about it. I just kind of gave it a 6. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then at number 33, probably thinking I'm insane, but we have the Child Play remake. I gave this a generous 6 out of 10 because of one reason. I hated this movie for way too long without giving it a shot. Like that's what I do with a lot of horror sequels. What?
Without actually.
Yeah,
watching
without
it.
actually watching it. And I watched it, and it's definitely not the best Child's Play movie. It's definitely not up there with the original 3 or the original 2, whatever. But it's still okay for a modern remake of a horror movie because I can think of a lot of worse horror remakes. Nightmare on Elm Street, literally most horror remakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's some cool like horror references, like this part where they're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So that was pretty
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I don't know. At least they tried to do something different with all the robot thing and everything, but at least it wasn't like exactly the same. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then at number 32. Oh yeah, by the way, 6 out of 10. At number 32, we have Friday the 13th. Jason Takes Manhattan. 6 out of 10. I was just this movie. I've seen it a bit too much, but it's still pretty fun. What do you think about it?
I love that movie.
Yeah,
It's the best movie ever made.
yeah, clearly. I'm just gonna turn up volume. Okay. Hopefully you don't hear that fucking washer in the background, but I don't think you'd be able to.
I can't.
You can't? Okay.
No.
Is the audio good in the stream? Have you looked at it at all?
Oh, I'm watching it now, but I've got it on mute because then I hear you talking, but like
Yeah.
delayed.
Okay. At number 31, we have The Simpsons Christmas Special, which is like season 1, episode 1. I just watched this because it was on Foxtel at like on Christmas, so it was a fun little watch, and it's pretty cool for the first episode of the show that's run on for too long. But yeah, this is a good Simpsons episode, 6 out of 10. And then above that, at number
Simpsons episode.
yeah, it is season 1, episode 1. It's where they get their dog.
Yeah, I know.
And number 30, we have A Very Special Family Guy Freaking Christmas.
Holy crap, Lois.
Yeah, I just put this above because it was, I guess, more entertaining. It's still like a 6. It's still like a 6 out of 10 though. At number 30, number 29, we have the original Friday the 13th. I've seen this a bit too much, but it was good to see it again. It's been a while, and watch the uncut. Sorry.
I wouldn't mind watching that again. I've only seen it once the whole way through.
Yeah. I've seen it a few times because I checked out both versions, and then I wanted to show someone the movie. So, yeah. But
what version was it this time?
Sorry.
What version was it this time?
Oh, just the uncut version again because it's more gore. And it's on my Blu-ray disc, so good quality.
That's cool.
And then at number 28, I just had this a bit above Friday the 13th, the original, because it was just a little bit more entertaining at this watch, but it's Double Jeopardy. This movie is definitely not a sparkle on the tongue. It's definitely not anything crazy. In fact, it's fun, but it kind of makes no sense. There's a lot of scenes that make no sense. But it's...
I'm okay with that.
Sorry?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but it is a fun 90s little thriller. There's no huge plot twist that make you go crazy in this movie. Like, it's kind of predictable. But it's a bit fun. It's kind of dumb. There's a scene where they go to like a jail cell, like she's in jail for like murder, and there's no jail cells. It's just one big room with beds in it.
Yeah, I know, you told me.
Yeah. And then she leaves the jail cell like what? Supposed to be like 6 years later, and she looks exactly the same. They did nothing to make her look different. And I would talk about the ending, but you might watch it, so I might not. So yeah.
If you're saying it's crazy, I'm probably just gonna watch it.
Yeah. But number 28, Double Jeopardy, 6 out of 10. Number 27. Sorry?
Where did you even find that?
I saw it on Fox. For some reason, it was on Hit 90s Thrillers. But it is pretty well known. Like, I've been watching collection videos. A lot of people own this movie and have the same opinion about it as me. Like, guilty pleasure or it's okay kind of opinions.
I've seen the poster.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 27, we have Friday the 13th, The New Blood, and I like this movie a lot more this viewing. This is honestly the one you hear the least about. Like, you hear people shit talking about all the sequels and how good some of the sequels are, like 4, and who talks about 7, like, ever? Do you agree?
The reason they don't talk about it is because it's not terrible. like some of them are, and it's not like really
Good.
like the best ones are. So it's like literally in the middle.
So there's nothing really to talk about for most people, I assume.
Except for Jason. That's like the only things people talk about in this movie is how awesome Jason is. This is usually people's favorite Jasons. It's probably one of mine.
Yeah.
And the other thing we talk about is how it was cut down and all the kills are like barely any gore and they don't resemble anything what they actually were originally.
Yeah.
So.
And although I hate that they cut it away, I also kind of like how it leads you to mind like what could have been in that place.
Yeah, the only bad thing about that is because, like, you see the cut footage, but it's so terrible, like, it can't be restored.
Yeah.
I wish there was, like, a universe where it could be restored and we get...
Yeah, I really wish there was some dude who kept all the uncut footage in, like, pristine film and kept it for a future uncut version, yeah.
Too bad they can't actually do that.
Yeah.
Unless they recreate it with, like, CG and everything.
But then that would be even worse than not doing it.
Well, you never know, like, CG effects are actually getting pretty good. Like, you could recreate, like, you could find that VHS footage and then try and...
Yeah.
You know, like, Peter Jackson, director of Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
Have you heard how he restored that Beatles documentary?
Yeah.
And made it, like, look like it was filmed today. I reckon he could probably do something with The New Blood.
Yeah.
Maybe. He's pretty good at doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it, but I just know that a lot of horror fans hate CGI, so I don't know how that would go.
I'm not saying it's just CG though.
Yeah.
The way they do it is it's actually really interesting.
Okay.
But it'll probably never happen, so.
Yeah.
Movie I like.
Yeah. 6 out of 10. Yeah, this one was actually really fun. The first time I watched it, I thought it was like okay. And then I went to Manhattan, I'm like, oh yeah, it's getting a little worse from here on. But yeah, that one was okay, and I really liked the mind control power thing, moving shit around, all that, whatever you call it. But
this one better quality wise.
Yeah, like, less entertaining.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty fun though. Anyway,
yeah, I like it.
At number 26, I have Friday the 13th: A New Beginning. 6 out of 10. This is the one who everybody complains about Jason, like it not actually being Jason, but it doesn't affect me because you pretty much think it's Jason till the end. Like,
this is one of my favorite ones. So.
Yeah, and it's really fun. Like, he just acts like Jason. You just think it's Jason. You're like, oh, it's not. What the fuck?
Yeah, I knew it was before I watched it. So
yeah.
I think I told you as well when you came over to my house. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Jason's not in this one. You're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Kind of a dick move, but yeah.
Well, then again, I think you just told me. No, I asked you to tell me all the plot twists that would piss me off, like how he's not in the first one and the fifth one, and you were telling me all about it. I remember I was asking you.
Just so you wouldn't be disappointed. I remember.
Yeah.
Also, 26. We're finally caught up to my list now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about The New Beginning?
6 out of 10. It's fun, and yeah, it's like a comfort movie for me.
That's pretty much the same opinion as mine. I don't think you can go wrong with the Friday the 13th series.
Yeah.
At least the ones that are called Friday the 13th.
Yeah, no Goes to Hell, no X.
Yeah. No.
I don't mind Freddy vs. Jason, but
that one's fun.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. The remake is actually pretty decent. Right?
It's good, but I there's one thing I like about the remake. The fucking kills are good, man.
I know. The only bad thing about them is that they're like covered in darkness too much.
Yeah. Also, Jason's pretty fucking beastie in the remake. Like, he's fucking strong and shit. Like,
yeah, it's like one of the best Jasons. People complain about how he runs in that movie.
Yeah.
But, like, he literally runs in most of the other ones anyway. Like,
yeah, there's literally a scene in what was the one where the car stops? And he just runs off into the distance.
No, remember in part 2 even, when that cop's just driving on the road, then Jason runs across the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He runs.
And then also in part 3, like, it doesn't matter if he's fast or not, it's the fact that he runs. in part 3, at the end, he's running to chase after that girl.
Oh yeah.
Like people just like, oh, he's
I
too
think-
much of a hunter. He's like,
I think it's kind of scarier when he, like in the old movies, when he kind of slowly walks like that. But in the remake, I think it does it well. Like the fucking.
I actually would be scared by that, Jason.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I liked all the. I don't know if we're talking about this, and it's not even on my list. I love all like the traps that he has set up. It's more like a hunter Jason kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like about it. I don't mind that it's different because we've gotten so many other movies.
Yeah, it's definitely an improvement over the last ones that were coming out.
Jason X.
Yeah.
Jason as a hell.
Yeah.
My 20. Speaking of movies, my number 26. This is not the worst movie I saw in a month. I put this last.
Oh, just like
Just
me.
imagine that I've watched. Just imagine 25 is the worst movie. Okay, I put this last because I had no idea where to put it. Because I literally think about this movie most days after watching it. So it's Under the Silver Lake from 2018. It's directed by David Robert Mitchell, who he directed It Follows, which I'm pretty sure you've heard of.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, on Blu-ray or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he directed this movie, and it is one of the weirdest movies I've seen. But, like, I can't really explain what's about. You kind of just have to watch it for yourself.
I think I kind of know the concept. I've seen like a trailer.
Yeah, I don't think the trailer was actually.
Really?
I think that's pretty misleading. Yeah, I'd just say watch it, and if you don't like it, then I understand why. But if you do like it, then I also understand why.
Well, what do you think? Do you like it or no?
I'm kind of right in the middle. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, there's some things you like and some things you hate or something.
I don't hate anything in it, but it's just really, really strange. It's got stuff I like in it though. Andrew Garfield's the main character, so like, yeah, he plays Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's Amazing Spider-Man 3. So I didn't give this a rating as well. That's why it's also at the bottom because I'm like, I don't know what to rate this. I probably never will. It's one of those movies.
Yeah.
It's funny how this and like The Amazing Bulk are some of the only movies I haven't rated.
Yeah.
Amazing Bulk is like a negative of infinity.
You gave it 0, didn't you? You just didn't.
But now it's like negative infinity. It's like beyond comprehension of how terrible that movie is.
Yeah, worst movie of all time, probably.
Yeah, but it's not my least favorite. It technically is my least favorite movie if I think it's the worst. But my other least favorite movie is obviously The Rise of Skywalker because of how much I despise that movie. And
But what did you rate it? A 1 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from a bloody 8 out of 10 all the way to a 1. I was in denial.
I remember, your first review, you like 7, 8.
On Rotten Tomatoes, I'm like, oh, just because it's the most rated. I was like freaking out because it got 52%. So I went straight on to Rotten Tomatoes, used my old account on there to review it and say, don't believe the hate. Because I was in denial. I went through the stages of grief with this movie.
I remember I watched it with you and you still liked it the second time as well.
Yeah, I was still in denial. But now I'm in acceptance of how terrible it is. So,
guys, funny thing about that movie, it's our first video on this fucking channel.
Yeah. Well, technically it's the second, but the first video is about Rise of Skywalker.
But that review does not rely on our current opinions in any way.
No, it's because I was still in denial. We just said...
I was 14.
It's the most basic things.
Yeah.
And we point out the most basic problems and good things about the movie. So.
The funny thing about the review is I complain about the dumb shit that movie the whole time, and I still think about those points. But I, for some reason, gave it like a 6 or a 7 in my review.
Yeah, no.
I was just like, oh yeah, it makes no sense that this and this and this. And the one thing I hate about the movie is the twist doesn't fucking twist.
Yeah.
Like, Emperor Palpatine's kind of just there, and then you told me, you're like, oh, that's Palpatine. I'm like, oh, wow. That's a big reveal, isn't it? What?
You didn't even realize it first?
No, I realized, but I was just like, oh. But like 5 minutes in, and it's just going to be like, oh, he's here? Okay, cool. There was no like dramatic reveal, like he come behind the curtains or anything like that. It was just like, hello. I'm like, the fuck?
Oh, no, this is what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
I don't really care. It's a chill kind of episode, last episode of the year, even though it is the new year, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, should we go to 25 then?
Yes.
My number 25 is Father Fairing the Final Chapter.
Yes.
Fun movie. It's not my favorite, which I know it's a lot of people's favorites, but sorry, it's not mine. And yeah, I still had fun with this. It's still a really fun movie. And yeah, it probably feels like if you're wanting to watch a Friday the 13th movie that has everything you need for a Friday the 13th movie, like gore kills, a Jason with a hockey mask.
This has it.
This has it. Either watch this or watch even part 2 is pretty good, but it has Saka Jason, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
the hockey ball.
yeah. I don't know. Then again, pretty much any of them to part 2 through part 7, I'd say you could watch if you want to that 80s feel. The first one is like it, but spoilers, it's not Jason, so. Also, part 8 just doesn't give that same feeling. Like, it's a fun movie, but it's just like, oh, he's in a boat. Cool.
Yeah.
What's your 25?
American Pie presents Snake a Mile. 2 out of 10. I hate this movie. Probably even on the 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
We're done talking about that. I don't even... Because you hate it as well, right?
I don't even remember what I rated it, but I don't really care.
Yeah, who cares? Right, number 24.
My number 24 is Cujo from 1983, based off the Stephen King novel. I've been watching like reviews on the book and the movie, and everybody just says the movie's way better than the book. So yeah, that usually doesn't happen, but yeah, this movie was good. If you're looking for a high-paced dog killer slasher action crazy thing, this movie is not that. But if you just want a time with like it had like just a nice kind of like Stephen King adaptation with a few fun kills in there, and yeah, I wouldn't even call this a slasher. I'd call it maybe a horror, I guess, drama horror even.
Yeah, it is a horror movie, right?
It is a horror movie, but I'm just saying it's pretty much the first act is just focusing on the characters and there's not even that much kills in it, but I still like this movie.
Yeah.
I think there's only like 3 kills. Yeah. But I don't mind, I still like it. And fucking the dog's still really scary and shit, still really cool. Well, not scaring to me, but like looks cool.
Especially that DVD or Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, my DVD's awesome. The dog is like biting my Australian rating on my Blu-ray.
Which never happens.
Which yeah, you don't see that much. It's very good creativity, and also it has this like hour-long behind-the-scenes documentary of like got Stephen King in it. It talks about like how he found the director and wanted him to direct it, and all the behind-the-scenes information. It's a really cool documentary. But 7 out of 10. That's my number 24.
Yeah. My number 24 is The Little Drummer Boy, 25-minute short stop-motion animated film from 1968. We would usually watch this every year, just around Christmas time. I'm not going to give it a rating because it's like childhood classic, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Still got a soft spot.
Okay, at number 23, I have Spider-Man Homecoming. Came into this not expecting much. Wasn't the biggest fan of Tom Holland because I just saw him in Endgame and thought he was annoying. But then I was surprised because it was really different and really fun. And yeah, Tom Holland's actually pretty good Spider-Man. I know. It's just, I don't know why. I just didn't like him in Endgame. But
especially after this new one.
Yeah. He's good. He's good in this movie. And this movie is good. So 7 out of 10.
I like how it feels like just a teen movie most of the time.
Yeah.
This and Far From Home. I love that about him. I wouldn't mind if there was no Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spider-Man 2. You could watch that as like a teen movie. Or an adult movie, not a teen movie.
Yeah, it's more... Spider-Man 2 is more of a drama. Which
Yeah.
is cool about the movie.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man 3 tries to be that, but fails spectacularly. But yeah. My number 23 is another Christmas short from 2005 called The Happy Elf. Jesus Christ, this was nostalgic watching this because I used to watch it all the time as a kid around Christmas time. I can understand why people don't like it though, but I was surprised that it was only 45 minutes because as a kid, like, you don't have much of an attention span, so I was like, oh yeah, wow, this is like a movie.
Yeah.
It's actually, but yeah, no, I still like it. There are actually some jokes that they're actually pretty clever, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But on to the actual movies now. What's your number 22?
My number 22 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Pretty fun. I like the animation. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know much to say. Had more fun with it than Homecoming, but it's still a good Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. I know my rating is like very different from yours. Mine's like 9 out of 10 for that. Saw that the movies actually.
Oh yeah.
It was like crazy. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But that's in my opinion. Anyway, anything else to add about Spider-Verse? Because I think it's like the animation is like nothing else. Like no other movie I've seen really.
I don't know.
Cool.
I've got to make a movie review on that, so I have all my Spider-Man reviews up anyway. So if there's more thoughts, I'd say it on that.
Oh yeah, you haven't made one yet.
Yeah.
Because you released the No Way Home one first, I'm like, oh, he's probably released a Spider-Verse review.
Yeah, and I'm doing my ranking video as well that I have to do, and my Venom and Venom 2 review that I made just for fun.
Yeah. Also, new Spider-Verse movie coming out this year, I think.
Really?
I think so. It's like, I forgot what it was called. It's like something Spider-Verse, obviously.
Is it animated?
Yeah, it's another one.
Sequel or just another kind of like?
It's a sequel. There's two parts to it coming out. There's a teaser trailer that's on YouTube that you can watch.
Oh yeah.
Like, starts right off where the movie ended, I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think this movie is pretty amazing. I like how it's got Miles Morales for the first time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not as good as Peter Parker, but he's a very good Spider-Man. So
yeah,
I hope we see him in live action. And if we do, I wouldn't mind if it's the actual actor, the voice actor of Miles Morales in this movie, because he kind of looks exactly the same as his actor.
Yeah.
As the animated character. So
yeah.
22.
Yeah. Wait, have you said you're 22?
No, we're doing 22 now.
That was my 22.
Oh yeah, my number 22 is Murder on the Orient Express 2017 version.
Yeah.
Written and screen directed by Kenneth Branagh, also starring Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
You might like me for this, might give it 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my problems with it, but I'm also gonna say stuff I appreciate about it. Yeah. I appreciate the update of filmmaking, obviously, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to get you mad about it because I know you love this movie, but I'm gonna have to.
Honestly, be honest. It's one of those movies where my soft spot for this movie interferes with this movie so much, it's hard for me to kind of put it down or put it up or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Just the fact that I watched it, I don't know. Like when I reviewed it, I was just like, it's weird for me.
Yeah, I understand why you like it.
Yeah.
Why I don't like it, I'm not sure. I think some of the casting wasn't the best, and like some of the actors weren't used enough, like Willem Dafoe. I'm sure that's how the characters were in the books, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Kenneth Branagh directing the movies, but him starring as Poirot, I'm not sure if it's the best choice. He could have picked like an actual actor. I know he's an actor, but like I'm sure he could have picked another actor to play that character. That's like the other many portrayals of that detective in other movies and TV shows and stuff like that.
Well, so sadly, you already knew what was going to happen at the end, so there was no like big twist for you to experience or anything like that.
Yeah, I did know it was going to happen, but I didn't know why, so that was still cool.
Yeah.
Like that ending, I was like, wow, it's actually a pretty good ending.
Yeah.
I do like how it gives you a cliffhanger to Death on the Nile.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that movie stars a lot of cancelled people and Wonder Woman or whatever her name is, who I don't like her as an actor because she's terrible. So
I really want to watch that movie, because I really think it would be like cool, but at the same time the cast just I really want hope for this movie, because I don't want to have a terrible experience of this movie and then go, oh, I could have just watched the original, kind of a thing.
yeah,
Because I want to watch it at cinemas. Like, this would be a sick movie to watch at cinemas in the dark, atmospherically. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna watch it and hope for the best.
yeah. The only casting choice in that movie that I like, I'm just gonna have a look at him now. Yeah, wow, this is. Oh my god, yeah. The only casting choice I like is Emma Mackey, because she's in Sex Education. She's actually a really good actor, and she's French, so represent the French people.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch it, but I don't know. If you say it's good, I might give it a chance. But
yeah.
Murder on the Orient Express, I feel like obviously CGI can't be great all the time, but some of the stuff is like, I don't know. I haven't seen all of the original one, but I do like where the original starts, where it literally starts right on the train.
Yeah.
Like, it starts at the train station. This one, it gets you like 15 minutes before that. And it sets up the characters where you could have just set them up and like hopping on the train like the original. Of course, this is a new adaptation, but I feel like that choice is a bit pointless in my opinion. I don't know. There's something about this movie. I give it a 5 because it's like, it's not actually a terrible movie. It's just right in the middle for me. So
yeah,
I don't hate that it exists though. Like, I'm fine with it existing.
yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's kind of. I wouldn't say it's a pointless remake, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's necessary either. So that's why it's a 5 out of 10. I'm literally in the middle for that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, number 21.
Spider-Man: Far From Home. I've already reviewed all these movies, so I don't even really feel like talking about them that much. But it's like, yeah, it's a really good Spider-Man movie, and Tom Holland is really good in this. So yeah.
I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
My number 21 is Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Love that movie. No, it's like 6 out of 10. It's so terrible, but it's also hilarious. So.
Yeah.
It feels like it was made for kids. Like, all the jokes in this movie are kid jokes. The parts I laughed at weren't those actual, when people were telling jokes, it was when stuff that wasn't meant to be funny happened.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen how bad. You should have seen how bad this was to experience at the cinema with me and Ward and stuff, and all the mums and their kids there, laughing at jokes which weren't even jokes.
Yeah.
Like, I think I laughed at a few things, like when Cock went through the left back rear speaker. That was pretty funny.
Also, did you know that you've seen the first Venom, obviously?
Yeah.
Did you notice how his voice changed in the movie? In this one,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
In the original Venom, he actually sounds like an alien. This one just sounds like Tom Hardy putting on a gruff voice.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's terrible. So,
I don't know. I always just pay out Venom's voice. It's so dumb.
yeah, when it wasn't actually terrible in the first one, because it didn't sound like it was just going. But yeah, you remember the part when Carnage uses his blood demon Carnage to hack into a computer?
Yeah.
To find people live? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I was actually laughing out loud watching that. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I watched it with Alice because, it's a tradition of watching Venom.
Fucking Venom.
We watched it with Venom at the cinema.
There was actually Venom fans when I was at the cinema. Like, there was like merch fucking Venom fans who were just like, oh my god.
Gotta respect the grind. Fucking
hell.
Alright. Number
My number 20 is Spider-Man 3. Probably wondering why this is up here. Fuck you. I like this movie. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. 7 out of 10. Watch my Spider-Man 3 review if you insist.
To me, it's kind of bad, but I don't mind watching.
There is some stuff that I don't like, but I do think it's good. Like the fucking scene where his hair's like all dark and he does that stupid dance.
I love the part when he accepts that he's like bad now, and he just looks in that mirror. The one thing he does is put some hair over his face. Now it's emo. And
everybody who watched this movie as a kid, you got to admit, the fucking Venom in Spider-Man 3 was so much scarier when you were like 8 years old.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. I like that actor, but he's terrible as Venom. The reason Venom's so bad in this movie is because Sam Raimi, the director, didn't want to put Venom in the movie. The studio wanted Venom. So, yeah, it's kind of sad how his vision was lost because the studio was like, yeah, put Venom in it. Sam Raimi was like more interested in Sandman and all that. So that's why I think Sandman is probably the best character in this movie. Yeah. Yeah, but Spider-Man 3, kind of a funny movie. I'm looking at the DVD right now that I have, but it says 2 disc set, but there's only 1 disc.
What?
I know.
What's your number 20 though?
My number 20 is The Crucifixion, 2021, one of the best movies of the year. I generally give it a 9 out of 10 just for like what it's about and the actual quality of it. I was pretty impressed actually. Yeah. J.A.J, if you don't know, is a British comedian who got famous by dressing up in a minion suit
and making cringe like remark jokes.
Like ironically.
Yeah. Remember when I first found him and I thought he was being serious?
Yeah, I know.
What you know about rolling down with the minions when the minions go?
Yeah, I remember Ash sent me that, and then you showed me, and I was like, wow, is this guy for real? Yeah. But then we quickly realized that no. But this short film is like him putting to rest the minion character, as it is called The Crucifixion. Yeah. The way he does it is actually really good. Also, I'm Alex cameo, so like, I respect it.
Have a guess how long we've been streaming for?
Like 40 minutes or something.
37.
That's pretty close. Yeah. Okay, now it's just movies for me now, I think. Yeah. Number 19?
Number 19. Mine is Die Hard 2. This movie is so fun, but it's definitely not as good as the original. Not the worst Die Hard movie. But, yeah, this movie's fun. It's basically just the first movie in a plane.
Yeah, sure. Hey, guys. It's Ash.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much.
We're talking about Die Hard 2, Ash. You remember Die Hard 2? No, not really. It's the one in the airport. Oh, yeah. What do you think of Die Hard 2? Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Die Hard 2 very much. Yeah.
Can we get a Bruce Willis cameo in here?
I tried to rewatch it, like, a couple years ago, but then I turned it off because it was really boring. I was surprised at how long it actually took to get started, because in the first one it's like 20 minutes, but it feels like 10 minutes. So, yeah. Not a big fan.
Yeah. You there?
Yeah.
What's your number 19?
Evangelion Death True Squared. It's just basically a recap of the show. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I didn't rate it, but it's like so fast paced it kind of hurts your brain. Yeah. If you want to watch instead of the show, don't, because you won't understand it at all. Even though people go, yeah, this show doesn't make sense. This short version of the series doesn't help it at all. So yeah. But it does go for the same length as movie juice, so gotta respect the grant. Number 18.
My number 18 is Friday the 13th Part 2. Fun movie. Probably really classic 80s slasher. 7 out of 10. Good movie. One day we should do a re-ranking of the Friday the 13th franchise because our ranking is so different now.
Yeah, we've never even actually done a ranking video. We just ranked it on
Coldcast. But that's cancelled anyway, so we should do a video.
Remember the Coldcast, everyone? OG Coldcast viewers? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember the hit show? No. But yeah, that would be good to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing a Spider-Man ranking either.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, Halloween re-ranking as well. Remember our old Halloween ranking?
Yeah, but we got to do it when Ends comes out.
Yeah, I know.
And but we should do a Friday the 13th re-ranking, maybe even a Spider-Man. We need more ranking videos like together, more review videos together. A lot of videos on the channel. It's just me like, oh guys, what's up guys? We're going to do a short video of Spider-Man No Way Home.
What's up? Time to rank all 3 Jeepers Creepers movies.
Oh yeah, that video. There's 3 movies ranked, and it's literally just.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, Lois.
Friday the 13th Part 2. I used to not like it, but you wanna know why? Because I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh what?
So I turned it off near the end because, like, yeah, I get it.
Mm.
So, but then I actually, because I marathoned the whole series earlier this year.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ranking video, but I just ended up not.
Yeah.
I don't care because Friday the 13th Part 2 is very, very good movie actually.
Yeah.
Better than the original. So gotta respect the hustle and the grind.
Yeah, Lois.
That's right, Lois.
Yeah.
Oh wait, my number 18.
Yeah.
It's this Netflix movie called Let It Snow. 6 out of 10. It's very generic, but like I didn't mind it. It's also got Ned in it, so Ned from Spider-Man.
I thought you were gonna say Ned Flanders.
And it's also got Black Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
The anime movie in it. So yeah, you gotta respect the grind. It's got Dora the Explorer in it. So
Interesting cast.
yeah, I know, it's pretty crazy. It's got I think that's the only remarkable people in the movie, so yeah. Number 17.
My number 17 is Pursuit of Happiness. The first time I watched this movie, I thought it's okay, but then again, I watched it at school, so and it was like a packed classroom. And then I watched it again at school, but I was the only one in my fucking classroom, so I pretty much had to watch this movie. But
I like the song.
yeah. But I watched it. I actually thought it was great. Good story. Will Smith. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Will Smith, more like no thanks. Am I
Will
right?
Smith, well, like, weren't shit. I don't know.
Will Smith, more like James Smith.
What?
My number 17. David Lynch's Dune.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Best movie of all time? No. Not even close. Gave it a 6 out of 10 just because of how funny it was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What's your actual opinion on this movie? Because I don't know.
I don't know. It's okay, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really have much to say about it, except I guess some of the effects are okay. It's pretty kind of dated.
Yeah, the practical ones.
Yeah.
They're not CGI, but like
The special effects are pretty bad.
the compositing, like when he's riding that worm, oh my god. And you know when they had the shields over them? Like,
Yeah.
they look like Minecraft characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually laughed when that happened. I wasn't expecting it. But it took me 3 sittings to watch the whole thing of this movie, so that's not a good sign.
Mm.
But it's not the worst David Lynch movie I've seen.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Mulholland Drive, maybe. Yeah, I put this above Mulholland Drive just because I feel like it.
Triggered viewers join the trap.
I know, like, Mulholland Drive is obviously a better made movie, but come on. June? Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's number 16?
My number 16 is Rushmore.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, last night.
Oh, cool.
8 out of 10. Really good. Wes Craven's a good filmmaker. This is the first live action Wes Craven movie I've seen.
Wait, well,
Yeah, first live action.
Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
No, that's his second movie.
No, but this is the first I've seen of him.
Oh,
Like live action. I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs, but it's the first live action I've seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh man, you need to watch more of his movies too. He's got great ones.
Yeah, but 8 out of 10. Good filmmaking technique. Really fucking funny as well.
I know. I watched this movie at school.
Oh, really? What the fuck?
Yeah, because I've got access to that Click-View website now where it's just got movies on it.
Yeah.
So I was studying class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Definitely not Wes Anderson's best movie, but it is J.J. Quintel's favorite movie, so you gotta respect.
Yeah, respect the grind.
Yeah, no, but my favorite character in this movie isn't even the main character because he's kind of an asshole. But my favorite character is Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah.
It's just I feel so bad for him.
We got a bot in the chat. Remove. But yeah, what's your number? 16.
Oh, it's Elf.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I like this movie. Come at me. 7 out of 10. Elf moment. Watch it every year. What's your number 15?
12 Angry Men.
Oh, I've wanted to watch that movie, but then I never watched the movie.
8 out of 10. It's great. It's great.
Very famous movie.
I love the Family Guy episode 12 and a half Angry Men. It's just like a parody of this.
You know, because Joe's like the same.
You guys mind if I struggle to open these blinds?
Relatable humor, Family Guy. Slowest Peter Griffin moment. No, we have. Yeah. Anything else to say about 12 Angry Men?
I don't know. You haven't seen it, so might not say much.
Yeah, I guess. It is a classic movie, man.
Yeah.
Really classic.
I need to get this movie. Like, what? I need to get it.
Get the 4K? Nah, I don't think there is one.
Probably not.
Sure, we're out there somewhere. My number 15 is Bad Santa. I've already seen it. 7 out of 10. Very funny movie. It's very dark as well. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
The actor is depressed the whole time.
This is like a long J.A.J cast for a while. We haven't had a long one like this for a while.
Yeah, it's just chill and talking about the movies.
Yeah.
Bad Santa is just every scene with Bad Santa and the kid is just the funniest stuff ever. It's just oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Bad Santa, like he wants to kill himself. I think I don't know. Funniest part of the movie, no. Nah, it's still funny though.
Okay.
Gotta respect the grind.
My number 14 is The Wrong Man, the Alfred Hitchcock movie. 8 out of 10. Really great movie. It's just, I don't know, it's a great story, great cast, great idea. Have you heard of this movie?
I've heard of it. I'm gonna read what it's about right now. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
It's like a man who's convicted for something he didn't do kind of a thing.
Yeah. That's kind of like North by Northwest.
Oh yeah.
Because he's mistaken for someone else.
Yeah.
That movie's pretty good.
But The Wrong Man, it was a true story as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Back in the 50s when cops didn't know shit about like identification or anything, you'd be like they literally accuse him because he looks the same, but everybody wears the same clothes.
Yeah.
Like everybody in this movie wears top hat and a trench coat.
Well, when did it come out?
1956. So yeah. And yeah, it actually happened. So there's just some cops out there that you look like him, even though everybody looks like him. So pretty funny.
Fair enough.
What's your 14?
Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man by Sam Raimi, director of Evil Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's cool. Yeah, classic movie. This is actually the second time I've ever watched it.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, but yeah, 7 out of 10. I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to, but Willem Dafoe is the best part of the movie, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's not the last time we'll be talking about him on this list.
Yeah.
Lord McGuire, am I right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a good movie. I was surprised about how quick he got bitten by a spider as well.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes and he's already been bitten by a spider. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I've never been that fast.
Yeah.
And I watched this the morning of the day we were watching that way home. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man. So it's like 20 years old this year. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Number 13.
My number 13 is Friday the 13th. Jason Lives.
Oh,
Movie's great. 8 out of 10. I like this a lot more this viewing. More than part 4 now. But yeah, it's great. Fun kills and it's a fun movie.
yeah.
He's the man behind the mask.
He's back.
Man.
I'm not sure what my favorite Friday the 13th movie is.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's my opinion, but like I'm not sure what it is. It's either this one
Or part 4.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I've seen part 4 too many times, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think I've seen part 6 so many times as well, so it's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, my number 13 is Spider-Man: Homecoming. 7 out of 10. We've already talked about it, so number 12.
My number 12 is bully me for my opinion if you want, but Friday the 13th part 3. Is my favorite Friday the 13th movie for a few reasons. Number one, it's the first Friday the 13th movie where Jason gets his hockey mask. Number 2, it's funny as shit. The 3D effects are just fucking so dumb that they're so fun. Even if you don't watch this on 3D, it's just so dumb. It's so epic. Those effects, but dated, but great. I reckon it's a great movie. It's just I gave it an 8 for how much fun I had with this. I reckon it's so much entertaining, but that's just my opinion at the end of the day. And
I've got a weird relationship with this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's really weird. Because sometimes I think it's not that boring, but then I think in between kills, it is very boring. So, like, my opinion has changed on this the most.
Yeah.
Between the Friday the 13th movie, I'm pretty sure. Like, sometimes, I don't hate it, though. But sometimes I just go, because, unfortunately, in my latest watch of this movie, my latest viewing, I didn't like it as much as I originally do. So it's a 5 out of 10. But, I don't know, it's still got stuff to love in it. Of course, everyone says it's the one where he gets his hockey mask, but I feel like that's the reason most people think it's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, just because we got his hockey mask doesn't mean it's like one of the best.
Yeah.
But if that's what you think, I don't care. I don't mind.
I just think it's a cool feature. I don't think that's what makes the movie great, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, other people just go, oh, yes, the first one is his hockey mask. So, like,
yeah.
If it's the first one, doesn't mean it's the best. Like, there's other ones where he has a hockey mask. The mask doesn't actually matter at all. I think part 2 is better than this one. He doesn't have a hockey mask in it. So, yeah.
Well, yours, number 12.
It's called But I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I read the description of this movie. It sounds insane.
Yeah, where this cheerleader girl, her parents send her to a sexual conversion camp because they think she's a lesbian. But then she realizes she is. At the camp, so it's pretty funny, really. Yeah. The direction, I like the direction because of how strange it is. So, unexpected mind. It was kind of what I expected it to be, but also not what I thought it was going to be when I watched it. So, how did you find out about this movie? I don't know. I find out about a lot of movies just by looking through Letterboxd. Yeah. Look through like people's favorites list and then randomly just find one. Yeah. I look at the actor or director's biography, and then it says that movie in there, and I just click on it. So. Yeah. This came out the same year as American Pie. Yeah. And it's got the same actress in it who plays I forgot her name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 11.
Number 11, mine is Spider-Man No Way Home. 8 out of 10. I have a review on this, so I'm not really going to say anything, especially because it's a new movie and, like, I guess spoilers.
We've already spoiled it at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, one thing. I don't want to spoil anything else. Yeah.
That was the biggest spoiler in the movie. You said it.
Yeah, but everybody knows that's going to happen because it's been spoiled to shreds.
Well, then you can spoil it then because, like, that's the only thing that matters to people. Really.
Yeah, I don't know. I already have a review on this one, so I just don't have anything to say. It's really great.
Spoilers, Aunt May dies and all the Spider-Man are back and all the villains are back and everything. Except for Venom. Except he's in the post-credit scene, but they don't use him at all. So
yeah. It's just some dumb bar scene.
It was one of the only reasons I'm going to watch the movie.
Yeah, Venom.
Lucky left a bit of his Venom behind in the universe, which I don't know how that works, but
yeah.
Yeah, I hope that Tom Hardy, there's just another version of Eddie Brock played by Tom Hardy in the MCU, so we have the same Venom in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home, very good movie. My number 11.
Yeah.
Is Waiting. I think this is the fourth time I've watched this movie. I've loved it 4 times on Letterboxd. So last year, for 2021, I watched it 4 times. I think that's the most I've watched a movie last year.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's very relatable because I work in the kitchen, so like you gotta respect the grind.
Yeah.
I know how dated it is and everything, and it's like Ryan Reynolds isn't that funny. Like he's not funny in this movie because I'm kind of sick of Ryan Reynolds. So
yeah, Deadpool guy.
I've got Ryan Reynolds fatigue. So I don't know. Free Guy, that movie sucks.
It's the guy from Deadpool.
Yeah, I know, but
it's the guy from Deadpool.
That's like the character he was born to play because Deadpool is just Ryan Reynolds started up to 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deadpool is just Ryan Reynolds on drugs.
Yeah.
It's like that, but he doesn't work in everything. Deadpool's like one of the other things he actually works in. So
yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, this movie's funny. It's also got Justin Long, so you got to respect that. It's got Anna Faris, got to respect that as well.
Yeah.
So just got to respect it. 8 out of 10. I don't care what you say about Waiting. I just think it's funny, and just it's 8 out of 10 just because it's like a comfort movie kind of, and it's also very relatable. So
yeah.
Number 10.
My number 10 is Live Free or Die Hard, or Die Hard 4.0 if you live in Australia.
People hate this too much.
People hate this, but I think it's great. It's so fun. And watch 5, and this is better anyway. But 8 out of 10, great movie. Bruce Willis is still good in this movie, of course. Great concept, and I don't know, it's just a fun movie. There's like him and that younger character is just a good duo, and I don't know, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Justin Long's in this as well.
Yeah, Justin Longathon.
And so is Kevin Smith for some reason.
It's the guy from Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. The voice of Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, sadly.
Awesome. Good respect. Yeah.
What do you think of Live Free or Die Hard?
I think it's overly hated. In Australia, it's called Die Hard 4.0, though, so
yeah,
that's what I call it.
Yeah.
I never actually watched the whole thing until last year because I watched the Chris Duckman review. It's like, if you think I'm going to hate on this movie, then sorry, I don't hate as much as everyone else does. I was like, wow, I might actually give it a chance.
Yeah.
I still don't have the unrated version, unfortunately, which has like actual blood and swearing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really care that it doesn't have that because it works.
Yeah.
You know? If you're wanting to watch like another R-rated Die Hard movie, just watch the original.
Yeah.
Or Part 2.
Yeah.
Or Die Hard with a Vengeance. But not the 5th one, don't watch that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Sadly, I didn't watch Die Hard this year for Christmas. I watched no movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 10, Spider-Man Far From Home. I give it 8 out of 10, but we've already talked about it, so we'll move on.
My number 9 is the original Spider-Man. Great movie. Already talked about it, so I'll move on.
And also, my number 9 is Rushmore, 8 out of 10. We've already talked about it. We'll move on.
Okay, my number 8 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Doesn't live up as much as the original, but I still think this is great. I watched this as a kid a lot, so that might bump into this a bit too much. But I do admit that that bird lady, that he makes friends with is pretty much just a clone of the old man from the first movie, who is a better actor and a better character, but she's still good in this movie, and it's still a great movie, I reckon. It's just...
She won an Oscar.
Sorry?
The actress won an Oscar for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all the hotel stuff in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, especially Donald Trump when he's in it.
Yeah, it's also got Tim Curry, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Rob Schneider, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was actually funny, this movie. But yeah, Home Alone 2, obviously, very not superior to the original, but far more superior than any of the other sequels, so you gotta give it that.
Yeah.
Like, no way that I'm watching Home Alone 3, 4, 5, or the new reboot one.
Have you seen them ever?
No, I never will, either.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first two. My number 8 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Give it a 7 out of 10. We've already talked about it.
Yeah.
Go watch this, even though we spoiled everything that happens in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 7 is Spider-Man 2, which is my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. And best Sam Raimi movie, best Spider-Man movie of all time. 9 out of 10. Great, awesome movie. Awesome mix between drama and action and a good story and good plot, everything like that, yada yada.
Wait, you just said best Sam Raimi.
Best Sam Raimi
Oh man,
movie.
All the Evil Dead fans are gonna come after you, mate.
Evil Dead's good. Evil Dead's good, but
I don't think they see it that way. People overreact.
yeah.
Yeah, hang on, Jen. Sorry, just had to talk to mother for a second. But yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. I liked the movie.
Yeah.
It's a 7 out of 10 for me, but just because I haven't seen it for years, so
Yeah.
I do want to watch it though. It'll probably be like it. So
yeah.
My number 7 is the newest James Bond movie. Came out this year. No Time to Die.
Yeah.
It's a 7 and could be an 8 just because of how much I enjoyed it, but it's going to be a 7 quality wise and content wise. So yeah, I can't really talk about this movie without spoiling it, so we're just going to move on. I'm going to wait till you see it.
Okay, number 6 is my favorite Die Hard sequel, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh my god.
9 out of 10. I just love the duo with Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson. Such an awesome duo. Although the anti-white jokes are kind of dumb and kind of piss me off, but I didn't let it affect the viewing.
I love those parts, they're the best.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That comedy, but then again, Samuel Jackson, so it's cool, but yeah, I don't know.
Shut up, cracker. Yeah, I love Die Hard with a Vengeance.
It's great. I love the setting of this movie, like the city, and it's like they're being watched over. It's so good.
Yeah, I know, like, because the second one is so similar to the first one that it's almost criminal.
You could literally watch this one and not watch the second one and be like, oh, it's like 20 years later, like a freaking sequel. Like, you could watch it as a...
My advice is to not watch the second one at all, honestly. Like, just don't watch it. Just watch this and the third one. As the first time I watched it, I didn't like it, surprisingly, because I was watching it on a portable DVD player the size of, like, an iPad mini or something.
Yeah.
And in the car on the way home from Sydney.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the best way to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Then I rewatched it, like, last year, and it was, like, incredible. Like,
yeah.
Surprised about how much I honestly give it a 9 out of 10 just because of how good it is.
Yeah.
You know what's also a 9 out of 10?
What?
My number 6, Surf's Up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's actually great though. I just put it on. It was like, oh, Surf's Up. And then Ash was like, why are you putting on Surf's Up? I'm like, nah, just stay here for a second. But then he left the room like halfway in, so I didn't watch all the Surf's Up movie. I was kind of a bit sad about that.
Yeah.
But it's actually a great movie because it's like
Holiday by Green Day.
It's like a mockumentary as well. I didn't realize that the whole movie was like that, but it
Yeah.
actually is like made like a documentary. I was like, wow, it's actually clever.
And that Holiday by Green Day plays.
Sorry?
Green Day, the freaking Green Day song Holiday plays.
I laughed out loud, but you know what else?
Yeah.
There's actually 2 Green Day songs in that movie.
Yeah.
When he goes to the actual island, Welcome to Paradise played, I was like, oh my god, this is gold.
Yeah.
It's funny because Holiday, that plays in the beginning, that song's about like the Iraq War, so
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. But yeah, Surf's Up, classic movie. People say I'm Chicken Joe. I agree. So yeah.
Number
5.
Number 5, mine is Die Hard, the original from 1988.
That you hadn't seen until now.
Yeah.
Until this year. Shit.
Or any of the Die Hard movies.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I didn't think I'd like it this much, but this movie is so quick paced. It's such a comfort movie. Like, it's so fun, great action, and you just go straight into it. Like, I just love it. Like, I don't know why. As soon as I put this on, the first scene already had me hooked. I'm like, what the hell? This is awesome. Like, especially when he gets into the taxi, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because it plays that Run DMC song.
Yeah.
Christmas.
But yeah.
I didn't know it was in the movie until last time I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me.
It's your number 5.
They Live, that I bought on Boxing Day last week on Blu-ray. Watched this again with Ash. And surprisingly, Ash liked it, so that was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was gonna like it, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil this movie, even though you probably know parts of it. But it's just great, 8 out of 10 movie. 3rd best John Carpenter movie, even though I've only seen 3 of his movies.
Yeah. What's better, Halloween or this?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, Halloween. Halloween.
Okay.
It's funny. This is Halloween is 9 out of 10, and then The Thing is 10 out of 10. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 4.
My number 4 is Apocalypse Now, Final Cut, and Redux. I watched the Final Cut on 4K with Jude with surround sound, but then it kind of messed up halfway through, so I had to skip through the scene when he left and finish it. And this transfer looks awesome. The sound is awesome. Really good.
Oh, yeah. The whole opening scene that I watched with you,
yeah,
my therapist playing, that was incredible.
Yeah, and it's my favorite version of the movie Final Cut. And then I watched Redux, which is my least favorite version, but it's still a 10 out of 10 because I really like seeing that extra footage that could have been in the movie.
Yeah.
And
technically, it is the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so my ranking is Final Cut, theatrical version, then Redux, but they're all 10 out of 10. It's just which versions I watch over them and which I prefer, I guess.
Yeah, I probably will watch Final Cut like once or twice, but I've already seen Redux and I know what scenes from Redux aren't in the Final Cut. So.
Yeah, I guess when you want to watch it next, just tell me and you could watch it on 4K if you want to, or something.
I've got the Blu-ray here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll probably just watch the theatrical though, because like that's my favorite version.
Yeah.
But my number 4 is Knives Out. Second time I watched it, I think it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta respect it. Obviously, it's better than The Last Jedi, so.
Yeah.
I said that because it's by the same director.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 out of 10. Number 3.
My number 3 is Whiplash.
Oh my god.
It's just with surround sound and Blu-ray. It looked good. I was gonna get the 4K, but apparently the transfer is not that good. So yeah. Anyway, 10 out of 10. It's still a great movie, but.
Did it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. I want to rewatch that. My number 3 is The Girl Next Door. Because I watched that again.
Yeah.
It's a 9 out of 10 for me. I don't know. It's another comfort movie.
Yeah.
Pretty funny movie, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's got Timothy Olyphant in it, so.
Yeah. My number 2 is Murder on the Orient Express. Already talked about it, so yeah.
My number 2 is The New Dune by Denis Villeneuve. Or Villeneuve, whatever how you say his name.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna say what spot this is on my favorite movies of the year list.
Oh yeah, are we doing that on stream or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not on stream. Yeah, but I'll just say my rating. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
I was impressed of how much I love this movie. So, yeah, it's just incredible. Timothée Chalamet, good actor guy.
Yeah.
He's got Aquaman in it, and he's not bad. He's not bad in the movie, which was pretty funny. What's number 1?
My number 1 is Home Alone. Favorite Christmas movie, 8th favorite movie of all time. Awesome movie, watch it every Christmas. Perfect movie, and yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, great cast, great everything, great music. Pretty sad, but at the same time, pretty happy and funny. Joe Pesci, John Candy, Macaulay Culkin's actually one of the child actors who doesn't annoy me. Like, I actually like him in this movie. Good cast. Sorry?
I forgot John Candy was in it until you said that.
Yeah, he's in it, yeah. And who's the other robber? I forgot his name, but I've seen him in other movies.
Literally, I knew his name the other day.
I'll go look. I have it. And also, the old man in this movie is a really good actor. I like him in this movie, and I just really like him in this movie.
Yeah.
Great performance.
Oh my god, I should know his name.
Is it Daniel Stern or?
Yeah. That's him.
Okay, he's in quite a few movies. Yeah. Oh, he's in Bushwhacked. That movie I've seen that. It's pretty good. Oh, what the hell? He's in Frankenweenie. He was in.
Is he dead?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he might have died. I'm not sure.
This would be an awful thing to Google, but screw it. What's his name again? Daniel Stern. Yeah. No, he's still alive. He's not even that old. He was born in 1978. It's pretty old, but like.
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. He was born in 57. What am I talking about?
Where'd you get 78 from? I was thinking
it says years active, 1978. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. Speaking of number 1, my number 1. I watched a bit of this at home, and then I watched the end of it at school. And my friend was like, what the hell was that? What the hell just happened? Because I watched the end of Evangelion at school. And my friend was just like watching it because I had my headphones in, just watched like the last 5 minutes. And when I finished it, he's like, well, that felt like a fever dream. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yes, that's it. Yeah, second favorite movie, finally getting it on Blu-ray. It'll be here in like a month or so.
Even less than that now, wouldn't it be? Because they're in January.
More than a month, because it's February 16th.
Oh, really? Oh, that's too long.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm getting the whole series along with it as well, so
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just for a fun thing, I'm going to talk about how much movies I watched this year, just to tell you guys.
Okay. I'll have a look. Might as well.
I saw and reviewed a total of 281 movies this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw, like, it could be wrong, because, like, oh, I know, it doesn't say that anymore, because it's this year. Oh, no.
I made a list and everything, so that's how I know.
Yeah, I didn't, so I would have to add up every month, so I'm not going to
Over
do that.
200, you reckon?
Just say I've watched a lot. Yeah, it's over that.
But yeah. I also have a list on my Letterboxd, which is review. It's like a ranking of everything I watched in the entirety of 2021. So go check out that list on Letterboxd. This stream is going for an hour and 15 minutes, so I'll probably end it. So peace out. Oh, my phone died, I think. Jesus Christ. I think my phone died, guys, but yeah, I'll just end it.